In a recent interview while discussing the potential of Daredevil Born Again and what the series will have to offer to the MCU, Charlie Cox said that he hopes and wants Tatiana Maslany's She-Hulk to appear in the series as a sort of thank you for bringing the character into She-Hulk. Take a guess as to what this resulted in. Take a guess. So it's not really surprising that Charlie Cox would say this, is it? Like, Daredevil Born Again is coming, it's set in the MCU. He, of course, was brought back all suited up for She-Hulk the first time. Obviously, he just appeared as Matt Murdock in Spider-Man No Way Home. But we know they agreed upon all those contracts around the same time, according to what they've said. So this kind of makes sense. Charlie was asked about how Daredevil Born Again is going to fit into the MCU differently opposed to the first 3 seasons and the Defenders and everything, and he said, well, now he can play in the MCU playground, and he really hopes that they can repay the favor back and bring She-Hulk in. He would love to have a story arc that involves Jen. And naturally, some people are like, oh yeah, that's awesome, like us. And other people are really mad, saying, this doesn't need to happen. Daredevil needs to just do his own thing. Guys, didn't people spend like 5 years arguing that the Defenders show and everything is lazy because they're not in the MCU and they don't show Avengers Tower and all this? And then people literally made articles and videos talking about how Infinity War and Avengers Endgame are trash because they didn't connect to the Defenders and Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. and Cloak and Dagger and the Runaways and all this. Now we're finally at a place where Daredevil exists in the MCU, and they can bring in these characters like She-Hulk, and now people don't want it, and they're rather upset about it. I don't get it. I mean, I think I get it, because it's not the character they want. They want Steve Rogers to show up, and Iron Man to show up, or whatever. She-Hulk, though, no, that's not what we want. So it's like a pick and choose your own adventure, right? We want what we want. Anything else isn't going to work. Why not just enjoy the ride? You know? It's going to be fun. I assume 18 episodes of a season of Daredevil is going to have plenty of cameos. Because why wouldn't it? It just makes sense. He's now in the MCU. They can do what fans always wanted, what the creators always wanted, but weren't allowed to because Marvel Entertainment, aka Marvel TV, literally said, screw you, Marvel Studios, we're doing our own things, you can't have these characters, and signed contracts that prevented them. We're past that now, so we can get it, and now people don't want it because, well, it's not the character we want. Just let it play out naturally, and maybe we'll get more. Again, he wants this because they owe a, well, big thank you to Marvel Studios for making it possible the first time around.